Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you all my March collective haul review where I basically review everything that I purchased this month. This one is going to be a long one because your girl was shopping for spring, okay? So if you want to see how I feel about the things that I purchased this month, make sure you keep on watching. Alright guys, before we get started with reviewing the things that I purchased this month, I wanted to let you guys know about pinchme.com. So here is a Pinch Me box. So Pinch Me is basically a way for you to try out new products for the free. Yes, it's 100% free and it doesn't even require you to put in any credit card or anything like that. So basically how this works is on Sample Tuesday, which is typically the second Tuesday of every month, they release some samples and you're able to log into your account and choose some samples that you would like to try. And again, it is 100% free. Then you will get a box just like the one that I have that has about 3 to 5 samples in them from the ones that you chose. And the products can range from snacks to pet stuff to beauty stuff. So it's all different types of things to help accommodate your lifestyle, which I find to be very, very neat. So basically you just get to try things out that you never would have for free. And the only thing that they ask you to do is leave a review. So basically give feedback on how the product worked. And that way you can make the product better for the next group of people. If this sounds like something that you would be interested in, I'm going to leave the Pinch Me website down below for you guys to check out. Again, it's free. And I'll go ahead and show you some things that I got in my box. Now, this box has more samples than it typically would. Again, 3 to 5 samples. In my box, I got a full-size thing of multivitamins, which vitamins can be expensive, y'all. There's some snacks in here, which personally I'm a fan of. Like, I love trying out new snacks without having to buy like a full box of it. So this is basically a French cookie square. And I also have some chocolate. And I've seen these in Walmart, and I've always wanted to try the little healthy Nutter Butter things. Y'all, it's some Drunk Elephant in here. Y'all know this is expensive. I haven't used Drunk Elephant yet, but I'm excited to try this. It's just a sunscreen, but y'all, this stuff can be very expensive, so you get to try it out for the free. We have some Skinny Girl body soothing oil, a facial peel, a Keurig coffee cup to try out some new coffee, some Clorox Ultra Clean wipes, and I think a cushion for your foot. So yeah, as you can see, the products range from lifestyle, pet, food, beauty, you name it. And if I haven't said this already, the next Sample Tuesday is April 9th at 12 noon. So you have a week and a day to sign up. The link is in the description box, so help yourself. Alright, so let's get right on into reviewing these items. The first thing I'm going to talk about is the new Riviera palette. Now, I'm not going to lie, I thought I would use this way more this month than I did. I tested it out on myself and my friend, and I do like this palette. I think the pressed powders in the palette, which is Palm, Cannes, and Bahamas, they are a little bit more difficult to work with than the regular normal shadows like Coastline, Cabana, Estate, these over here, because these are pressed powders. Now, pressed powders are very pigmented, but again, they can take some time to blend out. So if you don't have the time to like work with it and be slow with the purple, the brown, or the pink, then I would reconsider getting this palette. But I am okay with it. I think the pigment payoff is very beautiful, so I'm willing to give it a little bit more time as far as the pressed powders go. The shimmers are banging, and I think this is a great color scheme. Yeah, so this palette is definitely something that, again, I will repurchase and I'll take with me on vacation. The next palette that I picked up was the Just My Luck Colourpop palette, which was released, I think, on a week maybe before St. Patty's Day, or maybe a couple of days, and it has some very nice greens. It has more mattes than shimmers, and yeah, I think it's only like $12. I did not care for the formula of these shadows in particular. Usually Colourpop works fine with me as far as eyeshadow palettes go, but this one to me was not the best. I wish there were more variation in the shades of green. I feel like they stuck with the pastel minty greens and they could have done better. But again, it's only $12. I've done a video on a few of these things that I'm reviewing today, so I'll link all of that up in the cards as well as down below in the description box. But I don't think that I would recommend this unless you just have to have it, but I wouldn't repurchase it. But what I am living for, okay, is this Colourpop Sweet Talk palette. Y'all, this was a part of their spring 2019 collection, and I kept picking this up this month. It has a lot of different textures. It has a super shock here. It has a glitter formula, a satiny shadow, and some mattes. And I love the variations of peach in this. I feel like this can be a go-to neutral palette for the spring and summer. I'm taking this on vacation too. Like, this palette is the bomb. The glitter formula in this is so good. I love that you don't have to use a glitter primer. Y'all, I stand by this. The next thing that I picked up were some bronzers, and y'all, I cannot believe that brands are all picking 2019 to come up with bronzers. But this is the Morphe Glamabronze, and I think this retails for $19. I got it in the shade Phenom. It says it's a face and a body bronzer, but I only use it on my face. You have a lot of products in this. It's 20 grams of products. You get your money's worth. Like, you don't have to worry about that. It has a huge mirror. I feel like this is I have it on today. It's a pretty light bronzer for days that you don't want to go like too heavy. It is the last shade in the collection, so that's unfortunate because people who are about 2 to 3 shades darker than me probably won't even be able to see this on their skin tone, but it did work for me. And for shade reference, I'm a MAC NC50, and in the wintertime, I'm Fenty 410, summertime Fenty 420, and it worked for me. But a couple of shades darker, it probably won't work, but hopefully they'll extend this because like this formula is really good. It blends out evenly and it doesn't leave like patches of dark spots. Like, I hate when bronzers do that, but yep, that's a keeper. I also picked up the Hoola bronzer in the shade Toasted. This one is a lot deeper, I would say, than the Morphe Glamabronze. So if you're darker than me, I would go for this instead of the Morphe one. I did do a comparison video. It'll be linked just like all the other videos. But yeah, this is definitely if you are on a deeper side. And I can almost get away with this being a contour shade. It has a nice rich red to it, and I really like that. I like being able to choose like my mood of bronzers. I'm a bronzer hoarder. But yeah, this one has a lot more red in it. So on the days that I'm feeling like I want to be, as the name says, toasted, I would reach for this one. The brush in it is trash. I already threw it away. I picked up a few primers this month. I don't know what's going on, why I have so many. But I'll start off with the Milk Hydro Primer, Hydro Grip Primer. This is not anything special to me. I don't think you need it. I like it. It's not silicone-y, and it does look very hydrating on the face once you put it on. It does get lost once you apply like foundation and stuff. Like, it doesn't like peek through the foundation and make you look glowy or anything. No, not at all. But it's decent. I think it is pretty expensive, you know, for what it does. Yeah, it's just not my favorite, but it's not the worst. This is actually a sample that I got from Sephora when I purchased the travel size one, which is down there in the box somewhere. So yeah, it's not like super bad that I feel like I had to return it because I haven't opened it. I'll keep it. I like it. It's just nothing revolutionary. Like, I don't feel like you need it. And also, I don't care for the smell in this. It's not like it's strong. It's just weird. Like, maybe it's the hint, but I ain't really care for the smell like that as far as that goes. Now, one primer that I would recommend instead of that one if you're looking for something hydrating plus the added factor of some like glowiness is the Banana Bright Face Primer. Now, I purchased this like the last week of February, so I didn't include it in my February collective haul review. So it is in this one. This one gives you a glow that peeks through your makeup so you can see that nice golden undertone, and it's just Mwah. It's just super duper gorgeous. Now this is going to cost you a pretty penny, and I think it is 1 fluid ounce, but I use it sparingly so I don't run out. But I really like this primer. It makes my skin look glowy and feel hydrated. Y'all, like this, I'm just about to show you. I know I really don't swatch in these videos, but you see the dullness of this knuckle and then this? That's what it looks like on the skin. It smells great. Again, it's scented. It smells like some citrusy fruits. So if you don't like scents, then probably leave that alone. But I love that primer. Next, I picked up during a drugstore haul this Maybelline Master Prime Base in the number 400. Yeah, Blur and Pore Minimize. This is pretty decent for a drugstore primer. It is very, very silicone-y though. So if you don't like that, then just stay far away from this because like it's super silicone-y. But that doesn't really bother me because that helps to blur out the pores. But it's way worse than like the Benefit Pore Professional. Yeah, it's wow. Like you can just feel the slip on your face. Yeah, I say that it's pretty decent and it's worth the pickup if you're looking for a drugstore primer. I'll definitely continue to use this. I like the way it sat on my face, honestly. The next thing I picked up was this Wet n Wild Coconut 3-in-1 Primer Water. One of my subscribers recommended that I pick this up, so I did. But I actually have been using it to set my makeup. The spray on it is very aggressive. It feels like somebody is like popping you in the face. But other than that, I like this. I just wish it was a little bigger. It is 1.52 fluid ounces, but like I feel like this is already halfway done. And like I've used it a bit this month because I do like it and I like the coconut smell. But dang, like halfway through. Also, I do want to let you guys know that this tends to make my skin look a little bit more dewy than like a regular setting spray or a matte, of course, setting spray. So if you're not into that dewy feel look, don't pick this up. It doesn't say that it's dewy, but that's just the results that I get with this. My makeup looks like a little shiny. I don't mind because I like the dewy look. But if you're not, if you're more of a natural finish or a matte setting spray type of gal, probably skip on this. I don't know if it's different for each like scent they have, like cucumber or rose. But that one tended to be a little dewy on my skin at least. And while we're talking about spray, y'all. This is my best friend. I freaking love this. This is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Ultra Fine Mist. It's supposed to be hydrating and leave your skin like super glowy. They say you can I guess the purpose of this is to kind of like keep in your bag and like touch up your makeup throughout the day. But your girl ain't rich. She ain't doing that because this costs $28. I've just been using this to set my makeup like right after I'm done and I put it away because I'm saving it. Y'all, this gives me the perfect amount of dew. Like, it's not like the Tatcha Dewy Mist. I love it, but it's a super dew. Like, it's like 5 seconds before you about to sweat type of dew. This one is about 15 minutes from when you're about to sweat dew. And I like how that looks on my skin. Y'all know I'm a dry skin girl. And I'm really about to use this right now. It's a fog mist. So you hold it and spray. I would show, but girl, this costs too much just to be playing around. It smells like watermelon. So again, if you're not into scents, please stay away. This smells like straight. It smells like they just squeezed the watermelon and everything that was left they put into this tube. I love this. It makes my skin look super healthy. This is Dry Skin Bay. Alright, so the next thing I have here is the Loreal Infallible 24-Hour Freshwear in the shade Deep Golden 525. I like this foundation. I think that it is great for the price. I think the color is a little off on me. It'll be more so of a summer shade on me. Like on camera, it's okay in real life too. But I noticed that it is a hint darker than what I typically go for. But it's fine. I'm actually wearing it today, and it does a pretty good job to me. I think this is a natural finish. I worked out in this a couple of times, and it doesn't slip. It doesn't slide. I think this is a really good foundation. This can definitely be a go-to for me, especially during the summer months. I really like this, and it does say it has SPF 25, so even more better, you know. Keeping up with L'Oreal, I got some of these concealers. These concealers are really good too. I wouldn't necessarily say that they are full coverage. I think they're more medium to full buildable. I really like the texture and the way that these blend out. Like, it does not take long at all, like no time to blend these out. I do think they need to do a little bit better with the shade names and the shade descriptions, just because this said like Honey had like golden undertones, and I find it to actually be more pink, peachy pink. So they don't have like a perfect highlight shade for me. But as far as the formula of these are bomb. There are plenty of videos on YouTube testing out both the foundation and the concealers, and people are mostly right. These are some really good drugstore products. I'm highly impressed. Again, I got those for maybe $4 a piece, so they get 2 thumbs up from me. I feel like they cover what I need to on a light day. I do get creasing with the concealers under my eyes, but all concealers crease under my eyes, so that's not really like a big deal, but it's not more creasing than I normally have. So if you're concerned about that, I would say these perform like a typical non-creasing concealer. Another thing that I picked up was the Colourpop No Filter Concealer, and I got the shade Dark 42. I've been late with trying this out, honestly, because picking shades online is just to me, and it wasn't in my Ulta for me to like test out until earlier this month, and they added the full range of concealers to my Ulta. And y'all, this is full coverage as compared to this. Like, this is definitely that full on me. It really does a great job with blending and really like concealing my dark areas. So I really do like this. Again, it blends out fine. It's just creamy. Like, I love the formula of that. I would say this one blends out better, but the color of this makes me like want to grab this a lot more. And of course, because this one is full coverage, I tend to reach for it a little more too. So yeah, I definitely slept on the Colourpop concealer. The next thing that I have is this Bare Minerals foundation stick, which I got in the shade Sienna. And this is way too dark for me. I don't know if you saw my video, but it was way too dark. But I do like the formula of this. I feel like the stick is very hydrating. It blended out easily. Not something that I would reach for. It's just nothing spectacular, especially for the price, that I would like reach for, just being honest. Like, I always tend to reach for liquids anyways, and if I'm reaching for a stick, I reach for the Colourpop foundation stick. It's nothing wrong with it. It's just not special to me, honestly. I'm not going to say too much about this because these have been out for forever. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Blush Trio in Peachy Love. They have these in my TJ Maxx for like $10, I think. So I just went ahead and picked this up. I'm just going to collect all of them, like every time I go to TJ Maxx to get one, because this is a nice blush formula, and $10, it's like, okay. I would recommend you get it from TJ Maxx and not Ulta or Sephora, because they're only $10 at TJ Maxx as opposed to like $20, $30. I feel like they're $30 in store. Maybe not, but they're way more in Sephora and Ulta. So make sure you check out TJ Maxx if you're into these blushes. They're really good. You know, nothing special, but for $10 and to have the Anastasia name, it's a fair price. So when I purchased the spring collection from Colourpop, I picked up the BFF3 pencil because it was 20% off. I thought it would be a little darker than what it is, but it is a great formula. I feel like I'll go through this really fast, honestly, because I'm already like down here and it's only been like 3 weeks, maybe 2. But these have a nice formula. I hope that they do a BFF4 and 5, because I have it on right now. You probably can't even tell because it's super light compared to my like dark lips. But yeah, nothing negative to say about that. I tried out a Super Shock Cheek blush from Colourpop for the first time. And y'all, I was slick sleeping on this. This formula is so nice. It's like a little putty. It's so pretty. When you take your brush and put it on, you don't really have to worry about it like being too much too soon, because it only picks up a little bit. which makes it easier to like build and get the preferred like blush that you want. I got it in the shade Yes She Did, and this was a part of the spring collection. It was the deepest shade from that collection. I will definitely be picking up more blushes from Colourpop. I think it's like $8, which is pretty good. I also got the Cream Luxe lipstick in the shade Spring Roll. Again, I like this formula, so as long as I'm picking out the colors and they look true to color on the website, they get, you know, double thumbs up from me. Nice and hydrating, and they wear really comfortably on the lips. The next thing that I picked up that I did not expect to pick up was this Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Gel. Now, I will go ahead and say I don't feel like you need this, and I also feel like this will only work for people who already have brows like me. Like, I just have honestly too much. But on the days that I don't feel like doing like the concealer under, filling it in, I could literally just take this and like brush it through my brow, and it adds like, I guess, false hair to where I don't like, where I have patches and stuff, like basically like right here where parts of my brow is missing. It just fills it in flawlessly. I don't know, $18. I probably won't pick this back up though, just because it's not really something I don't always just put on brows. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's cute to have, but it's not something that I feel like I have to have in my collection. And for my girls who don't have many brow hairs, just go ahead and stick with the dip brow that you've been using or your pencil, unless you're really out here fiending for a brow gel. And even, I mean, $18 for a brow gel? I don't know. If it's in your budget, sis, do what works for you. It's not that I hate this, or not even that I don't like it. I guess I overestimated how much I would actually use a brow gel. I also picked up this Master Chrome highlighter in my drugstore haul. I got it in the shade Molten Topaz, which was, I think, the deepest shade. I'm pretty sure. I really like how natural and soft this highlighter looks on my skin. It's one of the few that doesn't emphasize textures like too much. Because I have texture, anything with like glitter or sheen is gonna bring about that texture. But this does it in a subtle way because I think the glow is just subtle. Yeah, I really like this. I like the price for it. Again, I think I got this for free actually, because I got the reward bucks, and I just bought the highlighter with the reward bucks. So I picked this up actually for the free from CVS, and yeah, I like it. I also picked up the NYX matte liquid liner in the Loreal Voluminous mascara in Carbon Black. This is a really good mascara. I don't know, I haven't seen people talk about it much, and I'm not even sure if it's like new. It's decent for a drugstore mascara. Drugstore mascaras tend to be, I think, better than high-end, but you know, I don't know if it's anything to rave about, but it didn't transfer, and it is black, so I like this. And with the NYX matte, I just hate that my I'll show y'all, the little thing on this is messed up. I don't know if all of them come like that, but it's kind of frayed. I don't know if you can see that. It's such a small detail, but it's a big detail when you're trying to like put liner on. I like the formula of this, but again, my thing is messed up, so it makes it harder for me to be very precise with this. But yeah, it's a good liner. Alright, so the last things that I have is skincare, basically. I'll start with the Sol de Janeiro Coco Cabana Cream. This, you know, the other one is overhyped, so I'm not going to say this was overhyped because it's the yellow one that most people talk about. This smells like straight popcorn. Okay, like I feel like I'm fresh up out the movies. Smell like a whole tub of butter when I put this on, and it didn't really keep my skin hydrated. I'm glad I got this for free as a sample because, girl, if I would have paid $40-some odd for this, it would have been right back at Sephora. Yeah, my skin's like, I put it on, and one, I feel like I just start itching, and then it goes away. It goes away. But then I still feel like I'm ashy. Even though I don't look ashy, my skin still feels dry. So I definitely would not recommend this or pay for this. But just the Coco Cabana one, I hear really good things about the Bum Bum one, the yellow one. So I'm going to have to try that one out to see if that one is better. Because I'm looking for something that'll really hydrate my dry skin. The last thing that I have is this Laneige lip sleeping mask. And I have really dry lips too. My whole life just dry. I put this on overnight and it just works like chapstick for me. Like after a couple of hours, I don't even feel it anymore. So unfortunately, this was not like the best product for me. And I think it does run like $20. It reminds me of what maybe like Vaseline will do, honestly. But I might continue to get this because I like how it feels when I put it on my lips. It just doesn't do, I feel like, maybe I'm going to have to like redo my lip care regimen and like start exfoliating more and see if that helps. So I don't want to give a final word on this because I feel like my lips are just terrible. And maybe everybody else's lips are not as terrible as mine. Because it does feel good. It just doesn't. Maybe I'm expecting magic. Okay, I think I'm expecting magic. I'm gonna keep using this and see what's happening if over time, because a lot of skincare stuff, it takes some time to really like get used to you or whatever. But I put it on and it feels like chapstick overnight. I wake up and my lips are still dry. But I like the first couple hours of wearing this. I feel like my lips are very hydrated and they feel really good. Alright guys, so with that being said, that is all that I have. I had bought so much stuff. Next month, I gotta chill. And with that, I will see you guys next time.